to be here today. Some of you may have seen me around on the dude who drives a wheelchair taxi, because I care. It's as simple as that. I care about people who have difficulties. I care about the people who don't have a house to live in. We've had people speak about affordable housing. I've only noticed one person mention a target. Thank you very much for mentioning 25%. In 1985, housing was costing you, if you can recall, between 20 and 25%. The price of houses have gone up by a factor of 200. If your pension, if you were on a pension then, a single pension, if your pension went up by the same factor, you would be receiving $1,886 per week. Any single pensioners getting that sort of money? If you happen to be a labourer, just on basic wages, your wages would have been going up by that same factor of housing, $3,100 for a 35-hour week. We're not getting that either, are you? That's where the problem is. Of course, Natalia talked about how wonderful the whole things are, and we've been revealed to us that how you achieve that huge amount of money, we steal the money from the people that own the property, and we call it rates, and rate increases at the maximum we can, and if possible, a little bit extra when we can. Everybody that owns a property that rents it out to somebody else needs to recover the cost. If they don't recover the cost, they go bankrupt, they lose the house, a bank gets it, and they're the ones that make the profit. Of course, the state government don't mind, because every time a house gets resold, they pick up a whole bunch of money. It's called stamp duty. No, it's not, it's a good tax. Of course, on your own, you've got to pay a stamp duty as well. We need to have a target for what these people are calling affordable housing. I suggest to you that 20% of a single pension is $106 per week. That should be the bullseye of the target. That's the first thing we need to know. The outer ring of that target should be 50% of that pension at $265 a week. Last Saturday in the Herald, I was to read that our rent is deemed to be around about $167 per week, our mean rent. That makes it very convenient for a person on a single pension, because they are behind the eight ball $117 per week. It is wonderful that the Lord man can turn up here, walk out the door, and tell you people to get stuff because she's going to go to another meeting. On Newcastle bars apparently. How many council houses could be built for that? I'm sure the people without a home to go to would like to know. I took some people home from Jasmine Shops the other week to a house. And I said, "Oh, we're having a tent party, eh?" "No, we've got some tents in the backyard. The people that own the rent, we paid them a few dollars so we can use the bath, but we live in the tents." I've seen shanty towns in South Africa. I don't want to see shanty town in Newcastle. And that's what we're going to get with this pathetic design by the Lord Mayor. Being so proud about how much money she's stolen from the landowners and saying that she's doing a wonderful job. She's not. Those people over at Stockton concerned about the erosion there. Well, it's only a recent problem, so we don't really need to worry about it much. I believe it was 1940 when they first determined that it was a serious problem potentially going to happen. That's not very long, is it? After all, that's only 84 years. And the bypass, which is supposed to be done in 1935, which they're doing work down in Jesmond at the moment, isn't too bad. I actually told people many years ago, it's called Highway 123, but they're actually doing a wonderful job. They're going to complete it before 120 years, 3 years to come. I'm sorry, we need to do things on time, we need to do them on budget, we need to do them right. It's about time the council staff actually understood the important thing, as should every elected politician. The job is about one thing and one thing alone, being servant leaders. And how do you determine if you're a servant leader? Those most vulnerable, you are helping. You are helping them to be able to help themselves. And if you're not doing that, if you're standing in the way by helping the elite, you are a problem and you need to go. And go quickly. And that's what the Lord Mayor needs to do. Make no bones about it at all. I'm very sorry she didn't put her resignation in. She didn't leave it there, did she? Well, she should have put it in. Because that's what she should have done. And I think the whole of her team should do the same. Because they have been cheering on her with a huge expenditure program. If you follow behind my taxi, you'll note that I drive slowly from time to time. Because I have wheelchair customers in there that don't want to be thrown around the place because of the rough, pathetic roads that are not being maintained in this particular city. Absolutely pathetic. Then when I bring them into the city because they need an appointment, what have I got? Stupid bits of concrete along the side of the road so I can't let them out. What a stupid thing. We should tear that out tomorrow. Quite frankly, we need to have access for people with disabilities to the places they want to go to. I'm sick and tired of the fact that I've got to go quite some distance away in a side street somewhere to let them out. That's not right for them. They are citizens, not second class, but they should be first class citizens as far as the council is concerned. Some years ago, in the 1990s, I sought to go and do some extensions to my house. From the planning to the final paint job, it was actually for $16,500. Due to various circumstances, I managed to purchase a house with 2 units actually. One of them was damaged by fire. It's taken 12 months. $13,500 for me to receive a letter this week to simply say, now I can fill in an application to say when I'm going to start repairing this building. Because what? Councils outsource the stuff. If you're going to outsource the stuff, then sack the staff. You don't need the staff. But I actually prefer the staff to do the job. I want somebody to accept responsibility. All of those things that I've had to fill out in that development application, everything. Somebody else has got to go and look at it. They've got to go and cite some regulation and cite that. Why? Because nobody wants to accept responsibility. And that's exactly the same reason why the dude that's supposed to be in charge of this joint is gone overseas. How dare he be paid more money than the Premier of this state and still get 50 grand also because he sits on a committee at the airport? As far as I'm concerned, if you're doing a job and you get paid for going to something, that goes to your employer. That money has been stolen year after year. And needs to be given back. Nell should do the same with the money that she stole as well. And I believe she appointed herself virtually with a mad mates on council to get that extra 50 grand for herself. We've actually got to do things right.